morning, Corinne from Mama's Little Lambs. I want to share with you today what we're going to be doing in our morning basket for July. We have some books we're going to be using. We got arts and crafts, we have math, we have language arts, we have several different things to have a wonderful, fun-filled July, learning about America, our beautiful country, and just enjoying the kids and giving them some fun things to do. So first I want to start with the 4th of July pre-K activity pack that I printed out. It has a lot of different things inside. The first one is 4th of July I Spy. So we're going to look at the picture over here. We're going to count how many doggies they have, and then we will print that number over here. So they'll be working on their numbers, the recognition of the different ones. So they'll look, oh, there's a girl, there's a little boy. So it's good for them to look at one and look them over and see same and different. So that is one of the activities we're going to do. The next one we're going to do is we're going to be counting practice. So we're going to circle the first child, then trace the number. So we're going to, this is the number 1 child. So we'll circle the 1 and so forth on that one. Then we're going to shadow match. So we're going to find the match of these. So we can see if we got the right one. We can tell by our shadows. And we've been playing and watching our shadows as we're outside in the bright sunlight, and we see all our shadows. We're going to be doing some grafting, finding out how many of each one, putting them in order. We're also going to trace some lines. I'm also going to do some patterns on some red, white, and blue paper, and they're going to be different lines like this, but we're going to use scissors so we can learn our scissor control, also for our pincer grip, and just developing hand and eye coordination. And then on this one, it has what comes next. So we'll need to study. So we're going to be doing patterns, that is important, and sequences. So that is in the pre-K pack. That's one of the activities that we'll be doing. Then we are going to be involved with some Montessori work. So these are, I don't know if you've seen these. If you're into Montessori, you have. If not, I'm going to share them with you. They're beautiful beads, and each bead represents a different number. We are going to be working with the number 7, and we're going to count. You can start here. The red are 1, green 2, and so forth. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we know the 7 is a white. So we're going to go ahead and find the card that matches that. And we're going to put the 7 stars. So we'll put the 7 stars here. And then we'll find that we have the white beads. I don't know if you can see that if it's too much of a glare, but... And we're going to match the beads to that pattern and so forth. And we'll go through each number doing that. So we'll have each one, and they'll count up to 10, from 0 to 10. So that is a fun game that we'll do for our math. We're also going to be doing clip cards. So we will be doing clip cards. We have flags. Everything is pretty much patriotic for this month. So they can either take and put, we can clip it, or we can put one of our stars on there. So they can either take and clip that we have one flag, or another option is they can take their counters, which we have several different counters, and they can take and put a blue star on there to say that we have one flag, and so forth. And we'll go through, each card has something different, different quantities, so that way they will recognize the numeral number with the quantity on the card. So that's another activity that we're going to be doing. So like I said, you can clip card them, or you can mark them with counters. And we, like I said, have several counters, so we will make a decision which one they want, or they can choose what they would prefer to do. We do also have some practical life that we're going to be doing. This is a 5 frame. I have 2 of these, so we can learn to get up to 10, but I have just some pom-poms in there. and they're going to build their muscles in their hand for handwriting. They're going to pick up the pom-pom, they'll put it in the bowl, and then once they take them all out, they'll put them back. So just a nice practical life activity that they will be doing. Another one is they're going to do a pouring variation. So in here, I have some stars of different color, and just to help them to grip, hold, building their strength again, their muscles, and focusing on pouring the stars in the other glass. And they'll go back and forth. They'll practice that because eventually we're going to be using water. Right now we're starting with the stars. So they will just pour them back and forth. They can also separate the colors and count those. That's also an activity that they can do. So that would work also. Then I have vowels. We're working on our vowels. So we have our sand letters where they can take and trace and feel the letter. So they will remember how that is written because they will feel the sand on there. So we have the vowels here. We also have some vowel cards, and we have pictures that will match. So we're looking for words that have the letter A. So we know bag, b-a-ag, will match the A. We have each vowel A, E, I, O, and U, and there are several cards that have each one of those vowels in them. So that's a language arts activity that we can do. We also have our little stars, and what I have them do also is they can either use the pom-poms or they can take the stars and they can pick up a star and they can put them in there. It just builds coordination for them. And like I said, they're pencil grip, and they can pick if whatever ones they want. They can do them in a pattern if you want them to do that, and they can just keep putting each one of those inside the stars. And sometimes I'll say do patterns or all blue or all red, so they can focus on doing those. So that's another activity we'll be doing. Another one I made and they love, I don't know if you guys use these or not, but this is a sensory bend. And they love these. My kids absolutely love these. So I found some little patriotic hats and stars and pom-poms, and they can scoop them into the hats. They can put them in there. They can measure them into the cups. They can measure stuff in there. They can get the big pom-poms. They can just reach in and feel it. They love that sensory. So this is for sensorial area of Montessori. We have beans, we have different colors of marbles, we have pom-poms, we have stars, we have measuring cups, measuring spoons, and that's just something they really enjoy doing. So that's another activity that we will also be doing and sharing. Like I said, they really like that. We also, once again, will be working on our books that we have, our summer fun books. We have different stickers. Let me show you what we're doing. These are, I got at Target, and we are working on bees and bugs and butterflies, and it was Father's Day, so we're putting stickers in. We have a stamp, and I got some more stamps for them for the USA. They can pick from those or these also, and we'll put those in because we want to keep track of what we did over the summer. So we have Sun and Fun, and we have all of them have their own color. They each have their favorite color, so I made those books for them so that they could share in with those. So that's another activity we'll do. We also are going to make a wreath out of hearts. So we're going to put these all together. We're going to take a paper plate. We're going to put them all around the paper plate. And these are from Target. And then also the decorative mesh. I got this at the Dollar Tree. It's really pretty and sparkly. We're going to make a bow and tie the bow at the bottom of it. So it'll be a fun activity for them to do. We also, I picked up this, I couldn't resist, slime. And it's got, I don't know if you can see that, but it's white, it's clear, and it's got the silver and red and blue. And then this is the dark blue, and it's all sparkly. Because I know they have fun playing with slime. So that's something I bought for them to take home. Here's a stamp that we'll be using to put in our book They love stamping things, so we'll be using that stamp to use. We also have some different buckets that we're going to be using. These are really cute buckets. I got these at the Dollar Tree. We're going to do a star toss. So they're just going to toss them in. They'll pick one out. I'll space them out, and I'll say find a white star, and they'll toss it over to this bucket. Just something fun and helps develop coordination, and they just love doing this stuff. So that's another fun activity we'll do. I also bought them some lead necklaces. They flash, so I'm going to give them to them to take home. And they flash, and I thought they could take them at night when they're watching fireworks. It would be something fun for them to have and to be able to do. Also, I got them some sunglasses. Fun with the stars. I'll let them pick which color they prefer. We're also going to be working on necklaces and bracelets. They said they wanted to do bracelets, and then they said necklaces. But whatever way they want to do that, that'll be perfectly fine. We have these. I have a bunch of different stars that they can put in. I have red, white, and blue stars. They're just like this, and you thread them, and you put them on there. So they would have whatever choices they want to put on their necklace, and then they're going to use the letters to pick out their name, so they could spell their name on there. I thought that would be a fun craft for them to do. So that would be another fun activity. We also got some tattoos for the 4th of July, and they just have different ones in there with a flag. I'm going to send them home if their parents say they can do them. That'll be perfect. Also, we have some bubbles. Wouldn't be a holiday if it wasn't for bubbles. So it says, Happy 4th of July, Happy Birthday, America. These are fun. I love bubbles. So that is another fun activity that we will be doing. So we have those. I did also get them some flags. They'll be able to take their flags, and we will have these in school. So this is another fun thing that they each will take one home. And I do have a bag of goodies they'll take, so that's fun. Now I want to share with you the books that we have. So, before that, let me share. I have the CD. It's Patriotic and Morning Time Songs. And it has all the words to the song on here. So on this, every song that you play, we can make sure that we know the words. It has the words in here. So we're going to be singing and having so much fun. They love music, so it's going to be great for them. Now I want to get started with the books. We have the story of America's birthday. We have the story of the Star-Spangled Banner. We have Hello, 4th of July. We have our flag, George Washington. The night before 4th of July. I thought that would be fun to read at nighttime to my son. And then it's I'm your flag. So please treat me right, because I'm giving them flags. I want them to know, how do we treat the American flag? How should all flags be treated? And then we have by the Bernstein Bears, God Bless Our Country. F is for flag. We have George Washington. We have Red, White, and Blue. And this will be a chapter book that we will read, along with Flat Stanley, the U.S. Capitol Commotion. We have the 4th of July story, Pledge of Allegiance. These two books are great, and the pictures are beautiful inside. This is Land of Pilgrim Pride. They're just beautiful, beautifully illustrated inside. All the pictures are just gorgeous. They're so fun and happy, and the kids love these. And then we have Yankee Doodle Dandy. So we have those. Let me move these out of the way. We also have Independence Day, The Flag We Love. A is for America. Those are the books I have. And then I got some from the library that I will share with you. We have 4th of July Mice, the Independence Day Celebration, my 4th of July, 4th of July, and there's music. There's a CD included, which will be fun to do. Happy Birthday, America. Brave Like Me. President Squad. Pie is for sharing. Happy 4th of July, Jenny Sweeney, and Red, White, and Boom. So those are all the books we have, and those are the activities I have for the younger ones. Okay, now I want to share with you some things that we're going to be using with the older children. So I would say from 7 to 14, 15. I mean, you can always learn, so there's lots of great learning material here and activities and games for really anyone. The first thing I want to share with you is we started getting the Heritage Letter. So I love these. They're absolutely wonderful. They have beautiful pictures. They have a story, and the kids really enjoy these. So we have these, and we are doing the postcard around the United States, and we have lots of those. So that's really fun. This one we're going to work on this month. It's a letter. It came with a picture of the first flag of the United States, and then it's a picture of Betsy Ross, of course, sewing the flag. So we have, her sewing the flag, the picture of the flag, and then there is a letter that you receive each month, and it's really wonderful, and it tells you the story. So it goes through and tells you Elizabeth Betsy Ross. It tells you about her. It tells you the date. Philadelphia, June 14th, 1776. So there's just so much wonderful information to get out of here. It's just fun to get these letters and to read them. So I thought this would go along well with our unit on America. So this is the one we chose, this letter. I saved them and kind of matched them with what unit study we're doing. So we have those. I also, because we had that one, it shows you the flag, I got this kit for her. It says make and create an early American flag. So stars and stripe flag kit. So she'll be sewing this, gives her the instructions on the back. So I thought it would be fun for her to be able to create one for herself. My daughter is in 8th grade this year, so that would be fun for her. We also have, this is called it's called Wrap Ups, and it has the different states, and then it has the capitals. And if you don't get it correct, it won't match up on the back side. So I got her this, so she's going to be doing geography, and she's going to be learning about the United States, the presidents, capital states, culture, and so much more this year. So this is something fun for her to do, and they say they're better than flashcards. So we have not used it, but we're very excited, and I got this from Usborne. We also have Montessori cards that were made for me, and these are 3-part cards, or you can use them singularly, however you would like to use them. But they have the state, and it tells you the capital, and then on here it says, it's a smaller card to match, and then it has the matching down here. And you can also use these for flashcards for the older ones to see. But this way they can match, see what goes with which one. So those are a lot of fun. I do like both of those real well. I also got 3-part cards about presidents. So this one is, of course, our number 24th president. It has the year, Mr. Cleveland, Grover Cleveland, 1893 through 1897. And then over here you would match. So I want her to memorize. What do they look like? Do you remember their, things about their character? Whoops, that's a glare. So that way she can match them, see if she can find out. And then she can also use just these two, and she can match the person with the actual label and card and the information that it has on there. So that's another fun one for her to do, to remember and get familiar with all the presidents, because that's something I want her to have and be able to do. I'm going to share with you the books we have for that group, her age group, and then we'll move on to the different games and things we have. So we got Who Was Betsy Ross? What is the Constitution? The Declaration of Independence. What is the Statue of Liberty? I got this book right here. It's on the presidents, and it goes all the way up to our present president, and it goes through each one, and it gives you information. So tells you the introduction, and then it starts with George Washington. It tells you that he's our first president. It tells you the term, who the vice president was, political party, and then fun facts about him. And like I said, it goes all the way back till you get to Donald Trump. So that I thought was a really nice book. We have this book. This is Smart About the Presidents, and it just gives you great information on all the different presidents. And I'm not sure how far this one goes back. Let me double check because I'm not certain. Let's see. Who's the last president they mention in here? We got Bush on this one, and I'm thinking you can write in the last one here. So that's a nice book. I got Elections, Choosing Our Leaders. How is it done? What do they need to go through? What is it like? So I wanted her to know that. Citizenship. Another book on the Constitution, We the People. Independence Day, celebrating holidays. So that's another one. Then I got a coloring book for her. I love the Dover coloring books, and it just goes through, gives her great information. She'll use her colored pencils on these, and it's just kind of another, it gives her another reminder. She's constantly learning about the Capitol, about the flower, about the bird, the tree, you know, rivers, and anything that they have, culture, all different things. So it just goes through each one. So I really like that. This one is a book of puzzles, games, riddles, stories, poems, and activities for young patriarchs. So this is really fun. It's got crossword puzzles. It's got Star Spangled Banner. It's just got different things, poems, fun things to do. The Capitol, you know, you have to do also another crossword, but it tells you the armed forces. It just goes through a lot of different information. This is the map of the U.S., so she can go through here. This kind of goes, I have a thinking tree journal for her. And I'm going to show you our state because we're in Colorado. But this one tells you about Colorado, tells the capital of Colorado is, the population is, the state motto, current events, what to see, draw the flag, famous quotes, draw a monument, and popular foods. And then you go back here, and it says find and label the capital city, other major cities, important landmarks, national parks, major highways and rivers, anything else you find interesting, and then historical events, famous people from Colorado, draw the state seal, and design a postage stamp. So she can look in here to find out what their seal was, the state flag, the flower, and find out all that information by going through this book. So she can utilize these two books together. So I was happy about that. This one can be used for my younger and for my older. It has a poem in here about Independence Day. And what I will have my daughter, who is in 8th grade, do is memorize this poem. And then I will have her do a presentation of this. So I'll have her stand up and like a narration. She'll narrate the poem and tell me the poem. And then I want her to also do copy work, just so she's spelling the words correctly, punctuation, capitalization, and all of that. My younger ones, I will just read and share with them, and we will read this throughout the month of July and just get really familiar with this. So those are the books that I have. I also have this one. I think I picked this up at the Dollar Tree, but it's really nice. It's got great information in here also. So it tells you just a little bit, not as much as the others, but it goes through each state. I also printed this off. It's a bingo game. So we are going to play on the 4th. We're going to go to our cabin in the mountains, and we're going to play bingo for the 4th of July. And whoever wins, I have little prizes for them. So it'll be fun. And my little one, who's 4, can do this because we'll help him. So that'll be a fun game for him to do. We also have 2 Professor Noggins games. We have Presidents of the United States and then Geography of the United States. So we'll play both of these throughout this month and get real familiar with those. We have 10 Days in the USA. This is a great game. I've not actually played this, but I've watched a lot of people play it, and I'm very excited for my daughter to play this. And we'll let you know how it all turned out. So I hope you enjoyed this video, both for younger and older children. And click notification Also, hit subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and I hope you all enjoy your 4th of July. Blessings.